here, I don't even know what's the back of it.
Oh,
Just let you know, and he's legit. He's something here, very nice.
right, sir, fire away.
All right.
They're dating me for a week now.
Oh, because you guys, yeah, I've been here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have water at
I
home.
think he wants it
I sit
vacant.
there.
Ready? So let me introduce you to my friend Josh, CEO of Air Unlimited.
Hey guys. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just gonna explain to you about our services and what we have to offer today. My team did put these slides last minute. I was really busy the last couple of days, so I'm going to be ad-libbing a little bit. If you have any questions at any point, just feel free to ask me. So we've been doing real estate photography since 2020. We've done over 9,000 listings ever since in the 4 years that we've done. So we have a lot of experience as well. Over 9,000 projects completed. And we've been recognized by many organizations. As you can see, you probably heard about some of them: Peerspace, Toronto Blogs, Trust Analytica. We've also got a 2021 Gigster Award with the best drone videography. I'll let them on the screen. Everybody heard of Toronto Blogs before? Yeah. We've been featured in their magazines as well, on their online posts as well. And collectively, till this date, we've got over 600 positive reviews as well from a lot of clients. One thing that's super cool about our service, if you don't like it, you don't pay for it. So when you get the service, you don't pay, you get to view the photos, you get to see if you like it, and we're very confident about our products. If you don't like it, you don't pay for it, you just let us know it did not meet the standard I was expecting, then we give you a full refund if there was a deposit or whatever. We do cover a very vast coverage area, all the greater Toronto area, Barrie, Hamilton, London, Ontario as well. We have photographers stationed in London, Ontario as well. Windsor, Ottawa, Calgary. Anybody do any listings outside Ontario? Probably not, right? Edmonton, Vancouver, and Miami. The good thing is that we have photographers stationed in this place. So if you want to get a photography session there, there's no driving fee or anything as well. All our photographers are actually in-house photographers. They're not contractors. So when you hire some companies, what's going to happen is they're going to go on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, and they're going to go ahead and hire other photographers to go ahead and do the job. That's not going to get you consistent results. You're going to have variations. Some people are new, some people don't have a standard. With us, we're actually a training company as well. So we have in-house training, a lot of coaching. In fact, we're actually getting into the education space of training photographers as well to get a standardized process for real estate photography. We've developed a lot of process, like 10,000 photo shoots later, we've got a lot of processes down. And next slide, and I'm gonna explain about our team and how it works. So we got 3 teams within our team. We got a capture team, we got an editing team, and we got a support team. Our capture team is what I talked about. They follow standard operating processes. This is for all the services. This is for the videos, this is for the Matterport 3D tours. They follow a standard process. So the goal is, no matter who you get, if you get me, you get somebody else, they're all gonna shoot the exact same way. You're just gonna see a different face with really good customer service, but you'll get the same results. And this will give you great availability as well. So yeah, consistent service, as I said. Our support team is a big feature in our team. So a lot of photographers, they work individually. Like, sometimes during the day, if you're trying to call a photographer, they won't be able to answer the phone because they're busy doing shoots. We actually have a support team dedicated from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night. They'll go ahead and this is 7 days a week. Actually, on the weekends, I cut it off to 10 p.m. at night just to kind of give them a break. But they'll be able to answer your phone calls. They'll be able to handle your revisions. You need to reschedule. They'll be able to take care of that as well. And they do more than just scheduling. They'll design flyers for you, social media cards, help you develop posts for social media. Any changes, they're there from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night. In case your client says at 10 o'clock at night, hey, we're not ready, something happened, you don't have to worry about a cancellation fee. You call them 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, and they'll be able to reschedule it for you at last minute. Because with real estate, we're working with people. There's a lot of last minute changes happening, a lot of families and everything. All right. So that's it. 7 days a week, guys, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And some of the things that our support team does is, I know we have a lot of ChatGPT these days. Analyst descriptions probably are well taken care of now. but they'll help you with feature sheet designs. We also have feature sheet booklets, like 5-page booklets that we can design for your listings. What else? Social media cards. This is good for Instagram. If you we'll make a post with all the photos and everything with your logo and your image, and we'll put it there. We even make branded and unbranded websites with your listing. The branded can be used for your social media marketing, and the unbranded is for like MLS usage. And yeah, we do that for your videos as well. If you get a real estate video with us, we'll give you 2 versions. We'll give you a branded version with all your logo, your company brokerage and everything, and an unbranded version as well. So we'll make 2 videos for you. If you do a realtor intro, you'll also get 2 versions. One with the realtor intro and one without the realtor intro. So it's all compliant with MLS. And yeah, fast revisions with our long availability. Our editing team follows the same concept as our capture team. They have a very, very rigid standard process of getting standard photos for everybody. The whole goal about our team is consistency. High availability with a lot of people, but getting that consistent result. We have a really quick delivery system. Julio has used us a couple times. He knows that we deliver, although we say 48 hours for video, many times we aim to deliver everything in 24 hours as well. This way, if you have a revision, we try our best to like maximize the time to give you a revision so that you can put it in the market really fast as well. And yeah, efficient booking process. If you don't like getting on a phone call, if you don't like sending messages and emails, we have an online portal where you can self-book, reschedule. You can accept the photos through there as well. I'm gonna show you at the end, when we have time, I'll show you a demo of how you can use the online portal. And these are the services that we offer, guys. So we're a one-stop shop. We offer everything. We do HDR photography, drone photography, real estate video, Matterport 3D tours. I know some people are not a fan of Matterport 3D tours. I'm a big fan of it. Floor plans, measurements, social media reel. Anybody big on social media over here? TikTok, Instagram, somewhat?
Yeah.
You're big on social media? Social media reel is a very, very popular service that we offer. Virtual staging, 3D floor plans, feature sheet designs. We already talked about the branded and unbranded website. And we also have something called Smart Analytics. What that does is when you're actually using Facebook ads and Instagram and TikTok ads, you can see where your audience is coming from. So if you're not very familiar with advertising, at least the person handling your marketing will be able to target audiences where it's maximized. And that's where Smart Analytics comes really, really handy, especially if you're trying to get new buyers or like promote a listing. Additionally, we offer something called Data Dusk. I'm going to talk about it a little later. It is twilight photography, however, with like less than 80% of the cost. And it gets you the same effect. It's a really cool product, very, very popular. Realtor intro and Realtor walkthrough for your videos, and something called an amenity flyover. When you do a drone shot, if you want to showcase the location, get the drone to go a little far, see what's nearby, schools, malls, parks, that's the amenity flyover. We'll fly the drone a little additionally. All right, so let's talk about our services. This is what our HDR photography looks like. One thing that we do unique with our photography, this is what our standard real estate photo would look like otherwise, all right? What we do is on one angle, we take 5 shots at different brightness levels and different color contrast. And we merge them together and hand edit them to make it look like this. I wish that animation was not right there. But we get a nice bright and white look off that. So these are 5 images all combined to one right now. So as you can kind of see, we get you a blue sky replacement specifically, so you don't have to worry. There's a thunderstorm, whatever's coming, weather's coming by, we replace the sky specifically, so we get a nice blue sky replacement there. A TV replacement as well, just to enhance the image, and you can kind of see like we have a lot of vibrant colors in our editing style as well. So here are some photos that you guys can take a look at. Is the color working out? Yes. This is our drone shot. And just to reiterate again, one of the things that we have with our team is we specifically get photographers to get a very wide angle lens. We all know in real estate, we like the space to look as big as possible, especially in Toronto. We're shooting a lot of condos as well, right? So we do very, very wide shots as well. When I was talking about the sky, you can see a difference. This is a before photo, and this is an after photo. You guys can see thunderstorms no matter what, we'll replace this guy. This will also help your availability, so it doesn't matter. Like your client may be like, hey, there's a big thunderstorm tomorrow. I want to reschedule the shoot, you don't have to worry about that. We'll take care of it. Unless it's pouring very heavily and we can't even get the camera outside, 90% of the time we're able to push through the shoot and get results, really good results. All right, so one small thing our company offers compared to other companies, if you choose a 48-hour delivery and you want to pick your photos, obviously there's only 40 photos you can put on MLS, we can give you the option to actually select your own photos as well. We have a cap limit to our photos because each of them are edited, right? So we can't, like sometimes we may shoot like 80 photos, but we can't deliver all 80, so you will have the option to select exactly what you want with our team. But you would have to call in and say like, hey, I'm okay with the 48-hour delivery and I want to choose the photos. So this is how it is. You can go ahead and choose what shots you want, which shots you want, and you can even discuss with your client. They can help you choose accordingly. And one more thing with our photography, some people don't like HDR styles, so we offer two editing styles. This is a natural style edit, and this is an HDR style edit. Some clients really, really love the natural style edit. It's just part of their branding. They want the space to look as natural. They don't like the very bright environment look, so we even offer that style. Anybody like the natural style over here?
Yeah.
You like the natural style?
I like it.
Anybody else? Who likes the HDR style? Okay, I'm a fan of the HDR style too, but I do notice there's a huge audience who likes the natural style. So drone photography, guys. The drone photography goes for $149 plus tax, and it can even be reduced further depending on how many services you get together. Here's some stats about drones that we just researched. 68% drone photography increased listing views. The really good thing about drone photography is that it catches buyers' attentions because it is a new perspective. It's a different perspective compared to the regular ground level. So it's a very, very good service to get, especially if you're getting video as well. 68% say that it helps listings sell faster, and 5.25% for a higher price. Here's some more stats: 403 enhanced engagement, 75% better representation, and it makes your listing stand out. That's for sure. So here's some photos you can see of our drone photography. This is of the Toronto area. We talked about the amenity flyover. One of the good things that people like getting on the amenity flyover is definitely the parks, malls, and schools, but it's the highway access. How fast you can get to the highway and get to your workspace and stuff like that. So we actually end up showcasing that a lot.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
With the drones, because of our proximity to the airport,
Yeah.
is there a limit to how high you can get them going?
Yeah, so depending on how close you are to the airport, the closer you get, your altitude limited.
Okay.
Obviously, there's a very close spectrum with an airport where you can fly the drone, but the drones that we fly specifically, they're under a certain weight category where you don't need authorization to operate pretty close to an airport. So depending on where you are, the departure path, the piercing and stuff like that, depending on where you are, there'll be some restrictions, but most of the time, we're able to fly in Malton really close, so like this area, you're completely okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, like 90% of the time we're able to do it, and if it comes, we can get prior authorization to fly that area.
Okay.
Yeah. So if that ever comes, if you're like right near the airport, we can still try.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about real estate video, guys. Before I move on, anybody have any questions about the HDR photography or drone for me?
How much was the photography package?
So I'm gonna give you the price based on the standard size, up to 2,500 square feet, just above ground, $149. If you're under 8,000 square feet, it's $129. And the drone photography, generically speaking, is $149. But again, if you start combining services, which I'll talk about later, you'll get a heavy discount. Yeah, like combining packages, you'll get a really good discount where it almost comes to under $99. So this is our real estate video. I'm gonna start off by giving you stats, of course. We love stats. So this is from the advertising agency of that we've been connecting with. They said 40% of video has a lot of high click-through rates. What that means is when someone's on social media and they see a video, they have a higher chance of clicking on the video as opposed to a still image. Basically, if you're using advertising for your listings, definitely go ahead and get a video. Enhance buyer understanding, improve conversion rates, pretty much all that means is you're able to convert your sale a lot faster with the video. And Google right now changed the algorithm because they're connected to YouTube. So more videos you have out there, they'll increase your search engine optimization as well. So if you have a profile on Google and it has a lot of videos on YouTube, your search engine will also increase with that. People will be able to search you faster. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from talking and let you guys see a video right here. Do we have volume on this one? No, I guess not, Will it?
No,
Okay, it's
because
just
we-
music.
Yeah, it's just music, but
You
you
can
know,
play music here.
transitions well.
So this is an example of a video that you make.
Yeah, I personally did this shoot myself actually, but this is an example of a video that we make, yeah. So you guys can take a look of the cinematic, how wide it is. We try to keep our video under 4 minutes if we can, because like
What's the length, you said?
under 4 minutes. If it's too lengthy, you know, buyers not gonna like. They're seeing like we understand that buyers are seeing a lot of listings and they're seeing a lot of videos, and we want to our best to convey the whole message in a shorter video to keep the attention span. Everything is on social media these days. Everything's on YouTube, right? So we try our best to concise it. The rest of the space is a little bit of an empty home, but as you can kind of see, like it's very, very cinematic style video. And this is great for YouTube. Videos like this are great for YouTube, and you can also post it on Instagram and stuff. Instagram has a little bit of a limit though. You have to crop a video for like I think 1 or 2 minutes on Instagram. But that's about it, guys. It just kind of goes on to a drone shot after. Actually, it's a pretty good drone shot. It's a helix shot how we do to kind of showcase the location. And that's showing the park nearby.
Where is it?
Barry?
Where's that?
Barry?
No, actually, that was in Ottawa. I went to Ottawa. That was something I climbed on. All right, guys. Any questions about the video before I proceed?
No.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Trust me, with the music, it does. With the music, it does look a lot better. It does, you know, the music, it flows, the transitions. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the Matterport 3D tour. One of my personal favorite services. It is a very underestimated service. I'm sure you guys heard of Matterport 3D tours. Every month we do have about 2 or 3 agents that manage to sell their listings to remote buyers on it. Now, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but every month at least 1 to 3. I mean, and we do have a wide base of clients from all over the country, right? So it's a really cool service in my opinion. When I say time savings and convenience, what I think Matterport's really good for is if you have a buyer trying to buy from a completely different region. Say like a Windsor buyer wants to move to Guelph. They're not going to make a decision to buy on the Matterport, but they're going to make a decision to commit to viewing the property based on the Matterport. Obviously, no one's going to just look at a Matterport and spend $900K on a mortgage to just buy. That's completely understandable. However, investors have made decisions just on Matterport. For Winnipeg, for some reason, not to show why, but a lot of investors from Winnipeg have just looked at Matterports and made a purchase decision. A lot of transparency in Matterport. So in Matterport, we cannot do any editing, all right? So it's very, very transparent, and it is their policy to be transparent so that you can make a remote buying decision as well. And yeah, you can do a virtual property walkthrough. If you learn to use Matterport very well, you can host a walkthrough. You can have buyers invited, and you can kind of give them a tour inside the house. Now, I personally think that's going to be a future style in real estate. Some people may disagree, but I think it may be going that direction with how everything is getting to like a virtual space. It'll give you a competitive edge, and yeah, like I said, remote decision making. And I see they added time saving and convenience wise. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and showcase what a Matterport 3D tour looks like. So what I'm going to do is click on that. And I'll give you a little bit of a brief on this. So with the Matterport tour, it's very simple. It's kind of like it says. You just kind of click and you walk around. All right. Anybody use a Matterport tour here before? Friends, you guys have used that? Okay. So yeah, it's a 3D dollhouse space of a home. Obviously, I'm doing a terrible job because I'm using a.
I know buyers love them.
Yeah, they really do.
They really do.
Because the cool thing is that, I mean, like, it's a little fancy, but you can kind of see, it shows you the house in the form of a dollhouse effect as well. So it just kind of gives you that added look for a home. Now, obviously, you would be getting this store depending on the value of your home. Like, if someone were to ask me, like, hey, I got a 300K home and stuff like that, I would suggest, like, a smaller package. But if you're getting a really good listing that's staged and everything, I highly recommend getting the tour. The cool thing about this store is that, yeah, you have a lot of views. You have a floor plan view. What you see out there is the backyard that's looking a little odd. And one of the other things you do is that if a customer wants to go ahead and figure out if their furniture is going to fit, you can even do measurements on a Matterport 3D tour. So yeah, you can go ahead and like measure rooms. You can actually measure individual spaces inside. So it has a lot of underestimated, like a lot of tools in there that you can use. I'm gonna try and show you one small thing, like what I mean by the measurement tool. And I know this helps builders a lot that we actually work with. But yeah, you can kind of literally go ahead and click on one space and click on the other, and it'll go ahead and tell you. Like, it's actually a really cool product. The Matterport 3D Tour. Let's talk about the price. Matterport 3D Tour is usually $199. But like I said, if you combine it with a lot of services that we offer, you'll get it for sometimes under $99, especially at Gold and Silver package. We really believe in that product, so that's why we heavily discount it. But if you get it individually, it's $199, the Matterport 3D Tour. So this is the floor plans. Floor plans are pretty standard. We offer floor plans for $99 up to 3,000 square feet. And we even do 3D floor plans as well. So if you want to kind of enhance your listing page a little bit, we can even offer a 3D floor plan of it. Anybody, we talked about social media over here, so I'm going to show you a sample of our social media reel and what it looks like. Imagine the music in your head as best as you can. This is really great for promoting your social media. So if you are very engaged, if you want to develop your social media, get a lot of followers, definitely recommend getting a social media reel. Great for advertising a new home. When you use it for advertising, you can use it for two purposes: advertising the home and advertising it to get new clients as well. So it has this two-sided effect on it. But yeah, it is pretty much a 60-second video, and it's a nice, fast one video clip of the entire home with a lot of speed reps. Cool thing is the way we deliver it with music, but a cool hack, if you guys are familiar with TikTok, is you can go ahead and upload this on TikTok, and it will sync and recommend music for you, so you can have different variations of songs. So as whoever knows social media really well will tell you that there's a lot of trending songs, so you can use TikTok to put on a trending song and repost them everywhere on all your Instagram and social media, TikTok. All right, so that's a social media reel. Some of the benefits: a lot of increase in engagements, showcasing your property. It's attention grabbing. It's supposed to be very attention grabbing, and you can go ahead and promote your personality and branding on it as well. And it's really good for social media algorithm. Very big on videos for the social media. So like I said, we even make a branded and unbranded website. So you can add that service on to any of your listings, and we'll make a branded and unbranded website. I'll show you a sample of it at the end of the video. And this is a data desk. I'm going to show you what a data desk looks like. So when you get a photographer to come during dusk, you're going to spend about $149 to get them to shoot right at twilight. And that's hoping that the cloud and the sky conditions are good. But with our service, for $30, we're able to take a daytime photo and make it look like this, like a nighttime photo with the lights on and everything. This is a great first photo for MLS. Anybody got anything like this before done? You've got it before. Anybody else have done this to your listings? No? This is great. This is a great first photo for MLS. And it's only $30 plus tax. We have a lot of promotions, giving it for $15 a lot of times. So you can just ask our team if there's a promotion going on that. Virtual staging. Anybody here has used virtual staging before? You have, Julio? Anybody else? No?
We see it a lot.
We see it a lot. Okay, sounds good. So virtual staging, it's pretty much if you have an empty home, you can go ahead and showcase what the home could look like to a buyer. And what happens with virtual staging is it gives you perspective of the size of the home. So if you look at an empty room, like an empty box, it's hard to perceive how big the place is until you can see a couch there, until you can see like a dining table there. And you also sell a vision of how someone can live as well. That emotional sell that everybody talks about, that's where virtual staging helps. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through some virtual staging photos. This is called virtual renovation. Virtual renovation is if you have a lot of clutter in the home, like there's a whole bunch of stuff, we're able to go ahead and erase it and actually stage it properly. Now, virtual renovation also works for like builders or someone who has not built their home completely yet. We're able to go ahead and add what the place could look like based on what your request is. iGuide 3D tours, they were very popular. We still do them here, iGuide 3D tours. It's pretty much like Matterport with a floor plan, but it's more popular in the Alberta region, so I'm not gonna go too much on that. Pre-construction, anybody here does pre-construction? Nobody, eh? Nobody does pre-construction. Anybody have plans on doing pre-con? No plans on doing pre-con. All right, I'm gonna go through this really quick then. Actually, I did work with a brokerage here who did pre-con. With a realtor here who did pre-con. Alex Steele or something.
Pringle.
Alex Pringle, yeah. I think this is his example, yeah. Yeah, this was with Alex Pringle. So if you give us a blueprint, if you're working with a builder and you give us a blueprint and they tell us what materials they want, we're able to go ahead and render what it could look like as well. Yeah, so this is just a render. And if you're working with builders, this is what they can put on their flyers and everything to promote their new built property. And this is the interior as well. So they can tell us all the materials, they give us a floor plan and tell us what they want for the flooring, and we can go ahead and render what the interior will look like. We've gone as far as we're able to even make a video on it. How the editors do that, I never trained them for that, but they're able to go ahead and make a video and a 3D tour on it as well. It's on our website, right? I can show it to you guys later if you're interested. But yeah, I'll show you some photos of what the renders look like. Very, very realistic. And this, I believe, this one was from Alex Pringle, if I'm not mistaken.
I know, yeah, he was
Yeah.
right.
And here's a video we can make as well showing the lots of the property. So if you're working with builders, they want to showcase the lots. Here's an example of it. Oh, come on. There you go.
It's cold there.
Oh yeah. Winnipeg in the winter is dead. It's definitely a short season for real estate there. I don't think people like moving in the winter. Edmonton, on the other hand, surprises me. It doesn't matter. Like cold or warm, they'll do it. They'll move. But as you can kind of see, that's what we do. We showcase the location, we showcase the lots, gets a really, really cool visualization of it. This video was a little bit on the lower quality from what I downloaded. I couldn't find where our high quality one is. It was straight from our website. But yeah, that's a sample of how you can help. If you're ever deciding to work with builders and stuff like that, this is how you can help them as well. All right, guys, we're wrapping up here. We have very competitive pricing. I'm going to talk to you guys about that. We have a lot of packages and a lot of services. I'm going to show you guys how you can access a portal to view everything. Our most highest selling package is our new package that we have, a photo and teaser video. The teaser video is a 30-second video. It's meant to say like, hey, like this property is just getting listed, stay tuned, and it's for $199 plus tax. I was talking to you guys about packaging services for discount. I'm gonna start off from bottom to top. So our video package is $349, it's photos and video. But the silver package is a really good package. You're gonna get, for $499, you're gonna get photos, drone, video, and a Matterport 3D tour for the $499 with the silver package. And the gold package gets even better. You get everything the silver package has to offer, plus floor plans and social media reel. So if you have a really, really good listing, well staged, going for a good price, I highly recommend the gold package. And some of the things we can do with the silver package is we can mix and match the services. So if you decide like, hey, you know what, I don't want a Matterport tour, but I want a social media reel, our team's able to swap it for you. We'll swap the Matterport and we'll put a social media reel in there or put a floor plan in there. So you can kind of mix and match services. And we even we do more than just photography. We do something called a location report. That's at the very right hand side there. It'll show you what's near the property, how close the schools are, parks are near the property. So that's going to be displayed on the website as well. And here's a feature sheet design. We even give you a QR code that links to the branded website as well. And we make you a social media card for your social media. So if you have photos and you want to go ahead and make a post, we go ahead and make a post for you as well. And we can collaborate with you, or we can just send you like the image as well. All right, I'm gonna talk to you about how we can go ahead. I'm gonna show you the client portal and talk to you how you can go ahead and book online. We have a portal that I'm gonna show you in a little bit. The availability, we have super good availability, guys. It's super easy to book with us. I'm gonna show it to you in a sec. You just click on the link, it'll give you the availability, and you're able to go ahead and select a time slot that works. Like I talked about earlier, super easy rescheduling and changes if you need with our team. Yep, and that is it. So we're gonna get into the phase where I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can access your client portal. Before that, I'm gonna talk to you about some future clients that we have. We're gonna be opening a home staging department. So if you guys do get home staging for your listings, we're gonna be taking care of that.
Home what?
Home staging.
Oh, home staging.
Yeah, home staging once again. We had that before, we got really busy. I got really busy, so I had to get a bigger team. But that's the future plan. We're gonna get home staging as well, and sign installations. So we're trying to go ahead and get the full product for you, everybody. So do the home staging, install your sign, probably take care of the storage of your signs as well, in the same place that we store your furniture, install it and do the photography, and try and complete everything in 1 or 2 days for you guys. So that's our future plan. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you guys can go ahead and book in our client portal. But before I move on, anybody have any questions for me or anything?
Do you still use that system where you could see where your photographer was approaching or no?
No, we took that off. Yeah, that was getting a little. It was getting that app wasn't too good, so I took that off. Right now, we used to have an app, but I mean, we took that feature away because the client portal is just better than an app right now. But no, we don't have that feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you still get a text, a reminder, right?
Yeah. You'll always get reminders, like automatic reminders prior to your photo shoot or before your photographer is going to arrive. And any other questions from anyone?
Do you do any retail, commercial, office, or industrial?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. All forms of real estate we do. We do a lot of commercial as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
The pricing for commercial is based on square footage, and it's a custom pricing depending on the request.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be able to book with our automated system for that. You just give a phone call, let us know what the square footage is, and then we'll give you a quote
I'll
on
get
that.
your card afterwards.
Absolutely, sounds good.
Okay.
Any other questions, anybody? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a demo of how you can go ahead and book online in the client portal.
We also have a dedicated portal for Royal LePage.
Yes, Royal LePage. There's a team in Royal LePage in our portal. Yeah, and like Julio said, it's dedicated, so all the members can be under the Royal LePage team. And I'm actually just
Royal LePage West.
Royal LePage West. That's right, Royal LePage
Get
West.
a discount?
Yes. I'm gonna take everybody's names down after, and I'm gonna take their emails. The very first photo shoot with us, whoever's here is gonna get 15% off their very first photo shoot. So I'm gonna take a pen and paper, I'll write everybody's email, and I'll put you guys in the system for that photo shoot. All right, let's go ahead. You guys got to see my favorite dream car there. Let's go ahead and I'll log in and I'll show you guys how this all works. Actually, first. All right, so this is the portal that everybody, we make an account for everyone and they'll have a portal in here. So right at the top here, this is where you'll have your name, your user. You can go ahead and adjust whatever you want. Change your profile picture. You want to put whatever matches, whatever you want on your website, so your Realtor headshot in there. And going to our left, you'll be able to see you can access all the listings that you've done. some of the coolest things, like instead of calling us, you can call us, and if you want your photos rearranged, we give you the feature where you can go ahead and rearrange the photos yourself. So if you wanted to make any revisions, you can always call a team, but you have the complete ability to go ahead and do whatever changes you want yourself. Even at the bottom of the year, you can go ahead and book. You can speak to our team if you have any questions. Again, from 9 to 11 p.m. they'll be able to help you. I was talking to you guys about the website analytics. I'm going to show you what that's all about. If I click on property website, one sec. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Keith. So when you click on the property website over here, guys, this is called View Listing Stats. So I'm going to show you really quick once it's load. And I'm going to do this over here. I'm just going to say all time. So this is what I was talking about, the smart analytics. If you're using it for advertising, this is what's going to tell you like where your major clients are coming from. This is really, really great for whoever's using Facebook ads. So it'll say like a majority are coming from an unknown, but you got Realtor.ca. That's where you can put a lot of your advertising on, and Google. So that's our smart analytics. Just go back. And yeah, like I said, everything is over here. You'd be able to adjust whatever content you need over here. If you want to go ahead and place an order, all you do is click here. Real estate photography. You put the address in, so I'm going to put 100 John Street. Put the square footage. You only need to put the above ground square footage, guys. Below ground is okay. We already factor in below ground with all our square footage. And it's this simple. It'll give you the pricing, and all you do is you just pick what services you want. I would highly recommend looking into our package services because they do come with significant discounts. So say you want the silver package, you hit add. Oh, sorry, I gotta select a team member. You can go ahead and pick an add-on if you want, so that could be like a realtor intro, vertical highlights photography. There's a lot more services that we do that you can always dive into, but I try to explain to you guys the most basic ones that we do most of the time. But you can go ahead and pick an add-on service, you hit next. And that's it. You're gonna go ahead and select your date, the time slot that you wish, standard acknowledgements. You can pick which editing style you want over here, if you want HDR or natural style. Access instructions for the photographer, lockbox code. I'm just gonna put something here, how to hear about us, say Google. And just answer whether there's pets on the property or not. And that's about it. There is a 25% booking fee to go ahead and book. We just recently implemented that because in December we had about 15 spam bookings and photographers went to 15 locations. So that's why we introduced a booking fee. So it's fully refundable. If you don't proceed with the shoot, it's fully refundable. But yeah, you just put in a booking fee and you'll get a confirmed booking right away. And that's pretty much how this system works. So that's our booking system. And like Julio said, you can go ahead, if you have a virtual assistant that you're working with and you want them to make changes, you can go ahead and add them as part of your team as well. They can go ahead and log into your account, and they can go ahead and make changes. They can book for you as well. And that's all I got, guys. That's it.
Very good.
Yeah. You guys are gonna get 15% off on your very first photo shoot with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and take your name and email, but any other questions or anything? No questions? Anybody like the silver package? Which package do you guys like most? What's that, silver package? Gotcha.
Do you want our business cards?
Yeah, that'd be great. We're in the process of printing new business cards because we just changed our phone numbers, so that's why I don't want to give our old business cards out. But I'm gonna take your business cards if you guys have, and I'll put you guys in the system for the 15% off the first shoot. Yeah.
So remember we have a Royal Page West portal.
Yeah.
So if you need us to book that for you, we have access to Air Unlimited's system, right? So that we can actually book the service on your behalf as well.
Yeah,
Right,
that is there. So Royal Page West has a profile there, and then we can add you. What I can do is when I get your names, I can add it under the Royal LePage West profile. So whether you book or say the receptionist or Julio, whether you book or whoever books, they can go ahead and book on behalf of you as well. Yeah, so that we have that system. It's all integrated. So we have a team, like a brokerage team, and we'll add all the realtors under that team. And it can go even crazier than there because there's brokerages and there's teams, and then they have further teams within their teams. So we can take it as far as we want with like adding teams after teams. But yes, we do have that capability of adding things under Real Estate or like Royal LePage West. Yeah. Any other questions for anyone? No? Awesome. You guys have business cards for me?
I'm already in your system because I already used your.
Oh,
your
you did?
system.
Yeah.
You still want my card?
Yeah, I know. We'll take your card. I'll still
It's
take
already. You
Yeah,
keep
you-
sending me email from time to time.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for your attention,
I just do
everyone.
commercials, so.
Yeah, no worries.